taking the dollar off the gold standard said money became trash. And then I come home and my poor dad always say to me, well, you got to go to school and save money. Oh, Jesus. I said, why am I going to listen to an old Japanese guy, my father? So I went to listen to an old Chinese guy, my rich dad. And not to be a racist, because I'm been called a racist and a white supremacist. I'm not even white, but I guess only white people are racist. What a screwed up world we live in. But anyway, I want to thank Burt Doman. I think his advice and his wisdom is priceless, because I'll say it again. I get a little disturbed every time because it happens like 5 times a day. A young man or young woman come up to me, oh, I'm getting my real estate license. Oh, I'm buying real estate. I said, at the top of a market? So the reason I highly recommend, if you subscribe to only one newsletter, there's lots of them out there, is Burt Doman, D-O-H-M-E-N, Capital Research, his Wellington Report. And again, he has his free book, his free advisory, Surviving Soaring Inflation, The Opportunity of a Lifetime. And this is it here, just, you can get it. And The Opportunity of a Lifetime. And I agree 100% with him. I have no idea what it was like. Some of you were too young. I'd go into a Chinese restaurant and they had whiteout on all the menus. So one day rice would be $1, next day it'd be $2. And they had to keep whiting stuff out. I'm going, holy mackerel. And then I put together, when I was flying in Vietnam, why my rich dad, who was Chinese, said, watch out, because they took the dollar off the gold standard. They're going to print money. It's called money supply, not interest rates. That's exactly what Burt was just saying right now. So they're going to try and raise interest rates to slow down the economy, and they're going to exacerbate. We're in a recession already because things are slowing. The velocity of money is slowing at high rates of speed. But also it's going to crash the economy, and we may be going into a depression. Now, oh, you're such a bad news guy. I tell you something, I learned more in the 70s than I do today. Because when I was trying to put a real estate together when interest rates are 20%, you get really smart. I had to be creative and all this, still make it cash flow. So ladies and gentlemen, it's only how smart, how creative, how smart you are in the future and how resourceful and resilient you are. Because I'm afraid Burt's correct. This is May 2022. I think we're heading into a depression. There's going to be a recession. That's a given. We're already there technically. But a depression is going to be a whole nother Megillah. And some people will be wiped out. Exactly as Burt says, the last depression gave us communism. And I'm afraid this guy Biden and Kamala are agents of who? But anyway, and then there's always a silver lining. If China invades Taiwan, I'm a billionaire. But other people get wiped out. That's what Burt's talking about, technical versus fundamentals. So I highly recommend subscribing to the Wellington newsletter. It's like $55 a month or something. It's the best defense you can have against Biden, Putin, Xi, Treasury Secretary, what's her name, Janet Yellen. Oh my God. And Powell. You have 3 clowns up there. And Kamala, the border czar. She hasn't been to the border. I was at the border yesterday, Mexican border. They're streaming across. They've opened the gates. Kids are making $1,000 a ride. So they rent one of these minivans. They can get 8 immigrants in. They're not from Mexico either. They're from all over the world. They load them into, I took pictures of it and they chased me away. But there are these kids, high school kids are putting illegals in their vans, driving them north. So you have a crew of 8. $8,000. The rental van costs you $100. Really good stuff here. But that's Biden and Kamala. I cannot believe how crooked this country is. So I'm afraid. I wrote the book, The Capitalist Manifesto, because I saw this all happening back in the 70s when I was flying in Vietnam. And it's coming true today. So anyway, I thank Burt. So Sarah, what did you think? It happened in 2008. That was the first big, it was a CDS, credit default swaps. A whole market came apart. The repo market, repurchase market collapsed. The repo market collapsed in 2019 again. Mm-hmm. So we're setting it up right now.
Yep.
And we have 3 clowns, Yellen, Biden, and what's her name? Janet Yellen, the 3 stooges. And people are listening to them. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. We have no dog in the fight. Yeah. And with all our Rich Dad Advisor books and all this, the best defense against the 3 stooges, Biden, Yellen, and Powell, Fed chairman, is educate yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It is the most dangerous time in world history. I've never seen it this bad. And it goes back to 1971 when Nixon took the dollar off the gold standard. There is more, see, money can only come into existence via debt. That's the treasury market, okay? That's beyond most people. And there's somebody, oh, buy treasuries, buy treasuries, buy treasuries. They're safe. And they may be. And they, oh, I have the 60-40. I don't know what that means, but I listen to the three village idiots and they go, oh, yeah, keep the 60-40. I don't know if it's 60% stocks, 40% bonds. I don't know. I don't do any of that stuff because I had a rich dad who was Chinese. And, then all this, I'm asked to pitch NFTs. We might do that, non-fungible tokens. And everybody's got a dog in the fight. That's what I call. If they're into NFTs, they're into NFTs. They want to talk to us. And I hesitate. You and I hesitate because we're not into that thing. Obviously, there's always three sides to a coin: heads, tails, and edge. Rich dad stands on the edge. And that's the big thing. And another big problem coming up here is this. It's called Who Stole My Pension? My father was so proud, poor dad.